What's up, everybody? So, we have a Honda CB750 1981 model. If you saw my other videos, I've had this thing outside. It's been sitting outside, and I just wheeled it in the other day. I didn't bother filming it because this thing weighs about 500 pounds, literally. And I've been kind of holding off on doing this because I've been sidetracked by doing other things, but we finally have the time to do it. So, yeah, I mean, here it is. I got it for $300. So in the beginning, it was sitting right there for about I don't know, 5 or 6 months or something like that. And yeah, took the top off, pushed it around. My mom kind of helped me push it in here because it's that thing super heavy. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of torn down. I think someone just robbed parts off of it. I don't know the full history on this bike, but I was told that it was parked while running. Kind of doubt that, but whatever. Front brakes need to be bled. Put the carburetor back on it. So you goes clutch down there. More parts and stuff upstairs. The fuel tank's over there. I'll show you all that in a little bit. But yeah, this mouse chewed wiring, and I have no idea what all this is. Neither did that. And I mean, what is this? I did check the oil. The oil looks pretty good-ish. So yeah, here's all my CB750 parts. He also gave me the air box. And this right here is also a EFI kit, electronic fuel injection kit. Fuse box cover. I guess these are some carburetor parts. So this here's the seat. Yeah, the bottom's coming off of it, but the top part actually looks like in okay condition. Full headlight, extra starter. More air filters, turn signals, handle grips, a speedo right here. Yeah, I'm not even gonna hook it up because, I mean, yeah, look at that. I don't care, I can use my phone as a speedo app anyway, but, you know. We have this mumbo jumbo of awesomeness here. So, yeah. Might be putting this on the Christmas tree. And I did off camera going ahead and rebuild all 4 of these carburetors right here. And when you look at it from first glance, yeah, it looks like a complicated mess and a huge nightmare, but really it's not that hard. And you know, when I took them apart, I was actually very surprised because it came with the box with all the extra goodies and the EFI kit and all that stuff. They were actually super clean on the inside. Like, the top part where the weird vacuum choke thing is, or fuel mixture thing, something like that, and the bowls and the floats, all that was absolutely perfect. I just took it out, kind of just did a little blow through real quick, put it all back together, and I can tell someone's been in these carburetors before, but I mean, I think these carburetors are ready to go, y'all. So I spent a little bit trying to figure out this, you know, wonderful bird nest of wiring. It looks like someone just went in here with, you know, cutting dikes and just cut wires and like didn't do anything after that. Like, I mean, like why? Like, I don't know. So yeah, I was gonna try to connect all this bull crap together, but screw it, I'm not gonna do that because up there in the attic, I found this wiring harness. It's a whole complete wiring harness with all the plugs and everything that's not been mouse chewed. So I'm just gonna cut all this bull crap out, run this new-ish one in there, and connect it all up. Hopefully, this wiring should be done. Out with the old, in with the new. So the ignition switch seems a little bit gummy, but that's no big deal. I'll just spray a little bit of WD-40 in it and work it back and forth. Also, I did put some brake fluid in the master cylinder because it was kind of bone dry when I took it off, and I did bleed the brakes. And those brake calipers down there, because they're dual, I couldn't find any kind of bleeder valve on them, so I just kind of loosened up right at the fitting, and it seemed fluid come out. Before, this was super flimsy, but it seems to be kind of stiff now. I don't know. We'll wait until we drive it down the road and see. This is actually pretty hilarious. This is what a CB750 is supposed to look like. And this is what mine looks like. So what I did was I connected the battery. I robbed the battery out of the racing mower. Put it in here. So everything's connected. Let's see if I can hit the switch and see if anything's gonna happen or anything's gonna ground out or blow up. So we got the clutch in. This thing is in neutral. Got that in. Hey. Oh, the light actually works. Since it's very fiddly trying to film in there, I'm just gonna show y'all right here on the little diagram. So this is how the wires is supposed to be wired. So this doesn't control the right and this doesn't control the left side. You know, it controls the outer and inner cylinders. But this one right here was swapped over on that thing. And when I was looking at it, I'm like, that's not right. So I don't know, maybe that's probably the reason it's been parked, I don't know. So I went back and I swapped these wires over now. All right, so here are all the plugs starting from this side over to that side over to that side. That's all in order. And I mean, they all don't look super horrible. They seem like they just might need a little clean, but I got my little gap tool right here and I'm gonna check the gap on all of them, make sure they're good and clean it off, and yeah. All right, we got spark. I'm gonna hit the kill switch and see if the kill switch works. All right, guess we're good on this side. I'm gonna check the other side. So now I'm gonna put these carburetors on. I'm gonna just put them on there and then cut back to it because it'd be kind of fiddly trying to film putting them on and tighten them up and all that kind of stuff. All right, so all the linkages put on, everything's kind of bolted up. I put these intake pods on, then I had to remove them again because I would have no access to the linkages. And top tip, whenever you put these carburetors on, attach the linkages first, especially these two, because otherwise it'll be about impossible to do it with the carburetors on there. So just a little friendly tip. I managed to get them on there hooked up, but it was not an easy task. But we do have idle and full throttle. And I also got the choke hooked up. I don't really know where it goes, so I just kind of zip tied it right here. And the best thing is, it's gonna be the 4th of July tomorrow, so that's gonna be the 4th of July special, is getting the Honda CB750 running and driving and putting around through the neighborhood. Good morning, everybody. So starting off this morning by running to the hardware store and getting me a fuel filter and deposit a check. And when I get back, we're gonna put this filter on, put some gas in it, hook the battery up, and start this bike up. Let's see if it works. Alright, I don't know how I'm gonna be able to hold the choke and give it throttle at the same time, so. Something don't sound right, but I don't know.
I heard something.
Alright, something's kind of making a little funny noise, but I don't know. Well, it runs. It's on. Mission. Choke. Fire up. That didn't sound good. Yeah, check this out. All right, let's see this engine. That's locked up. Bam, look at this beautiful artwork in here. So, you notice there's 4 valves a cylinder, obviously, and there's a little bit of rust right there, but whatever. But I was kind of getting the screwdriver here, going around, because, you know, I'm thinking that, you know, the timing chains are loose, and I checked this one right here, the timing chains, not chains, because there's 2 of them. This one down here seems a little loose, and hold on, I can't really bring you in close. That is a lot of play. I mean, this is super loose. So I think these timing chain tensioners are worn out, and that's not gonna be an easy thing to replace. And I was showing my stepdad something, and wait, look at all that. I mean, that's a ton of play. And this bolt here is actually kind of broken, but the valve cover sits right on top of it, so that bolt shouldn't come out. But the whole bolt's just broken off in there. One thing I did find, it's very hard to see, but I think those are stuck valves. You know, the cam lobes are over here, and these are just staying down. And this one, the cam lobes are up, and the valves are up. Same way on this side, look at that. So, and those are down. So I think the valves are stuck here, which could be causing a problem. Heck, the thing was running before, and then it wasn't running very good. I can either leave it as it is, or take it apart and try to fix it. So, obviously you saw the motorcycle ran like crap. It was probably running on like 2 or 3 cylinders. I filmed a lot of stuff, and I'm probably gonna cut all that out because it's just completely timeless and pointless. So I'm just gonna cut right to the chase on what I'm doing right now. I've done a lot of stuff, and cylinder 2 intake valves and cylinder 4, both exhaust valves, are stuck. Not only stuck, but bent. And I guess they're sticky before, and when the engine started running, I guess it must have started smacking into each other a little bit, and then when I cut it off and tried to restart it, it went clunk, and it's not fully locked up. It still rotates to a certain point. It rotates back to a certain point. So that tells me, okay, it's definitely a bent valve. And I shined the flashlight in the hole, and it's definitely a bent valve. All right, so that's gonna be it for this video. I'm currently at school right now. I gotta go in there in a little bit. I just gotta take a little bit, film this outro real quick. So I'm not gonna put rebuilding the engine or rebuilding the head matter in this video. I'm gonna put it in the next video because this video otherwise to be like 2,000 years long, and you probably don't want to see it that long. We'll get that thing running, and you know what to do. Click around, do all the stuff, and only if you want to, and thumbs down twice if you suck, and y'all should see me in the next one.